Yo, ebusuam makwaba deba Jeff Meji do. It looks nice. It look beautiful there and then so many ways here. Ebusuam, fast forward. And then nipa na samda apondo ye oye Sam Jata George. Ebusuam, in Premier America say wakopi oye news file do injo na oye Samson Indeni obusa na sam. Ebusuam, it will interest you to know there Sam Jata George ayenim no. Ah no kata okobi nkebi. He thinks he knows everything. Ebusua, okopo oil Samson enim no. He has now humbled himself to the extent that oye nezama the tre afofo de onumpo de oyobi a obrano wase oyo role model to the people of Ghana na no constituency. Ebusua, ye wo krom ha ena Samson Jata George okọ vetting committee na enim na baby a orokọ what the ministerial position na wode aman orokọ head no eho nso na oye Esla Owusu lawyer Esla Owusu ono so na occupy another that is the ministerial place what the man there ono so onkonko head na no contributions yakopon da man through oye MPP ono so onfambo mangana ebusua this young man by then na onya 40 years ipo okrom ha ka nsem bebre de farmer men ho otwade obi acha na adwen minorika semrecha ma adwen njo but echewa going to the extent na say odu baby na say you think you've gone overboard enyo on say the MOB akachiro na mpo say enya konya na emrebi ba na say obi kachiro de ade na fomi nti akonya ya ba ebetum asesa wana ebusua that is the time and at that moment ehun de nipa de yakasa njo nti odu baby in the course of yakasa no we may say things or do things otherwise, which at the end of the day, you better yarn there, we are okay. But when the opportunity is given you, there, asemi, baby a fei, adie ye, anyeni ye, inti, correct one. I think that would be the best moment for you to just take sober reflection within a shortest moment. You come back, then you come and apologize. This young man, wanyene them, or call vetting committee name, na the man of the moment. Oye Afenyo Alexander Afenya Kwabena Markins ebusua oye ne de Satroga sati ase injo se obi edi mpepefo ne de bani bia takwade fo se Satroga injo eba obebi ebeko bia was TZ injo ebusua omonwu ana to the stand there oye Afenyo Markins onye Sam George ne ngwaso no po na he wanted to prove a point to the stand there awo Sam Jata George awo na ajatum there a elder of church ena ụmụ no papa wodo be wiase tiweche woye tiweche ahemfo bebre no waba abejaw enti mana afenyo can all expect everyone there do the honest thing by apologizing to many of the people one after one Supreme Court judge ekasa ya the thing at them you see certain strange ways young man in politics you just want your political career not be bright because we see you to be very affluent, we see you to be very courageous, we see you to be very a good communicator, which you have a brighter future, no doubt. But in the political career, there are certain things at the end of the day, no more be brain, but when the opportunity comes for you to retract, apologize, and move on, or there, this young man one yet, still. You are trying as much as possible to be very hostile, very rigid. Norke kansam nori ye. Nde akakatina oye news fado. Na abron wasi. All because they've given you that portfolio. Enjoy. Ni nyane de. Abe minister for communication. Ghana nyina ne wiase ina show. Until you are trying as much as possible there. Ebe wajende I'm a very humble person. And then recently, a school in my community came for me just to go and talk to the people because they see me to be a role model. But you have disappointed or you have disrespected and then you have said a whole lot of things. And that's uncle. And former president, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Ebusua, young man nanu bia no kaka nsem de fa papa ho obu nanu bia no hihye papa ya roba to the extent there Akufo-Addo or your former president was a kingpin Oban oye galamsey a afei makin odoso no ogoso no o shake de busia de nka obetum asesa na no na kwa apologize. This young man did not do that. He was trying as much as possible to let the whole world know we are saying now there he's a sharp guy, he's a tough guy, and on the oka being kebusia. That was the moment afei Marcus ma ohun ne sebe ne nankasa ni situation njo oma ombo na nka nche de sebe adwene ye adwumu da bi onka dem, but questions our the bomb na one answer no will tell Ghana, your entire family and the whole world there, indeed you are an arrogant person. Because what is to know the arrogance of this young man. You are very young. Yes, no doubt about you. You are outspoken. You are good when it comes to who we right now. No doubt about that. But what do baby are? Or you just portfolio. Just about less than 2 months ago, na Esra Usu, no oye communication minister. Today he's no more. It was your own we. But that portfolio, no, Ghana for what Jeff in him. Why am I saying that? You're quite about to and a Ghana for say one pay oye abani owodo. Na quickly, what's the sound bay in a oye His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Ebusia yede akwenye yede man the umbra no be the Ghana do for the next 4 years. Inti most of the positions now ebusia na oye past government woketeketenya na nya wefre wonchen. Inti there's a saying in our local ayin there, what's it? Position is not property. Not at all. Position is not property. Whereby a political appointee. Ebusia wo party today kim onso do bi akachiro. Inti yar kandemi ni yare Sam Jata George na dwe jado there. Position is not a property. Moreover, you are the youngest cabinet so far as this political party are concerned. Mahama ne government, you know, I'm not very young, but we are expecting, or what we expect from you today. It was ebobo modern na most no fatan aye na aye ni. See akatana news fado and abronwase, all because they have given you the highest portfolio. At the age 40, you are part of government. You are come to take decision for Iron Ghana for enjoy, no doubt, because or a political appointment or do you, but me ever de catch on a day. Ghana for say aye bia oye. Ghana for say aye bia jay. Ghana for say them su na bano na enya akwanya no na eje no obiale hudi ote. Change your character, Sammy Jata George. Ebusia yanhwe emra okwatena oye news fa na wa bra no wase a oye no hwe ye no na yansa so yembra.
Great. So this is going to be your first public engagement as a minister for communications. Yep. How does it feel? Does it feel differently? Certainly must.
The weight of expectation and the amount of caution that has been sounded to me by family and loved ones about the fact that everything I say now is literally policy. And so, yes, there's a heavier weight of expectation on my shoulders.
So it's not really a question of joy, but burden, responsibility, fear, or a mixture?
Well, not fear. I mean, I've been active in this space for literally the last decade.
And when I say fear, fear of failure.
And for me, I think that I see this as a call to higher duty, and for me, it's the weight of expectation. The fact that I've been very critical of my predecessor and the things that have happened in the space. I've been very opinionated on them. And it's as though today you've been giving the mandate, deliver on the things you've spoken about. Right. And so help me God, I will deliver.
Like Samuel Kudjeto, you knew that this job would be handed you. Even your opponents, right at the vetting, were confirming your expertise and your experience.
Well, the decision always rested with His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. And for me, I'd always made the point that I was willing to continue serving him and the party and our country in any capacity, be it in Parliament as a legislator, as maybe in a committee overseeing the sector, or if he found me worthy of the executive. But that decision solely was his to make, and he's made that. And I'm grateful for the confidence he's reposed in me. I believe I'm going to be the youngest member of his cabinet. And for me, it adds a new layer of expectation to deliver and show that he was right in making the call and making that decision.
So that's the burden you feel. That's the obligation. Must be enormous.
Our Lord Jesus says, bring your burdens to me and I'll make your yoke lighter.
We're at a time when there is a lot of crusade for youth to be given an opportunity.
Sure.
And you must represent that face.
Absolutely. I see myself as a vanguard for the young people of our country. I keep saying that, I've always said that I'm not a politician. I'm just a citizen advocate who has a seat at the table of politicians. And so I've never tried to be politically correct. I've always tried to be correct by my conscience and my belief. And so, because I believe that that's what we need to drive this country forward. And so for me, I believe that many young people, and I believe on Thursday, I was called by the Public Affairs Department to come and speak to kids from Tema International School. Later I found out that Sarkodie's daughter was even one of them. But I was in awe at how much about me this 9 to 12-year-olds knew, and the kinds of questions they asked me about my personal life. And they said to me, you are our role model. Now for kids to say that, 9-year-olds to say that to you, lets you know that you cannot sleep up, because it's not about adults who have already formed their impressions. It's about young people who are who are highly impressionable, forming and building their character, trying to model that around you. It adds a new weight of expectation.
I just want to just know how he is. These are some of the posture. And we're vetting committee. Now no colleague. Oh yeah, Jerry Ahmed Obusa Nasem or reacting.
I actually think you are very disrespectful.
Nanka order all my simple answer.
I want
the
Ghanaian people to be assured that whatever they are thinking is contrary to what you are. Please tell us.
Thank
you very much, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, respectfully, opinions are like noses. Everyone is entitled to one. My mother and father who gave birth to me are sitting behind me, and I'm sure they are proud of the son that they have raised. Thank you very much.
Mr. Chairman, Honorable Chairman, I remember my literature tutor taught me something. What you said, opinion is like gnosis. Is that correct? I just want. So what I'm saying, the literature is a simile, yeah? Yes. Simile. So like and as, you use that, those are similes. Okay. Honorable nominee, would you want to respond to his question in another form without the use of this simile?
Mr. Chairman, I have come to know the honorable member who asked the question recently. But if there's one person on this panel who has known me for years, and I believe could be a proper character reference, and attest to the fact that I am not abusive and disrespectful, it's the ranking member on the committee, Honorable Afenyo Markins. And so, yes, I reiterate, I'm not a disrespectful person. I have opinions, I state them forcefully, but I am not disrespectful. Thank you.
Haven't you brought peace onto yourself with this beautiful